Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here on Sunday the 26th of April. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. This is your look ahead video, and I thought today that we'd have a little bit more weather school because so many of you have got in touch, emailed me and told me how much you enjoyed the bit of weather school we did in the middle of last week. So why not learn a little bit about weather today? This is the satellite picture from this morning, and what it shows is the cold front clearing away from the south of England just in here at that time. This is from midday actually, this satellite picture. Also notice the showers coming into northern and western Scotland, into the north and the west of Ireland here. But look at the clear area that there was in between the two. Now, there's a few things that the weather is telling us when we look at the satellite picture such as this. That's that the front is certainly weakening, because you notice that it's quite fragmented. So we haven't got any real sharp edges on it, which says that that front is actually rather weak. Also, this area of clearer air behind it tells us that the air within that zone is descending. It's fairly stable air and it's slowly descending, whereas the air up here across Scotland and across Ireland where the showers are is rising. It's ascending air, and that's where the air mass has turned more unstable. Now, skew-tees actually give the game away. So if we'd have been looking at skew-tees yesterday, we'd have been able to make a prediction as to what the weather is going to do today. And if we just take three skew-tee diagrams, these are the predicted skew-tees. So these would have been for London. We're going to take one for Manchester. We're going to take one for Glasgow as well. And let's just take a look at what they look like. First of all, the London one. And this one's showing, look, the red and the blue lines close together through here. And this is telling us that we've got a cloudy air mass. Now notice that the red line is tilted quite far towards the right. That's the temperature line, quite far towards the right, and that means that the air within that zone is relatively stable. But that area here is the most important. The fact that the red and the blue lines are sticking together tells us that the air mass within that zone is moist, and that means that that's cloud. So we've got a depth of cloud going up to around 660 millibars from a base of around 950 millibars. And if you work on a millibar being about 30 feet, you can work out then the depth of cloud that there was there. So that was giving us the best part of what would it be, about 9,000 feet of cloud, just as a rough and ready reckoner. And then if we take a look, QT diagram for Manchester, again this was predicted for midday today, and that of course is in the sunnier zone. And look, you can see how the red line and the blue line are further apart, telling us that the air mass is much drier within that zone. And that indeed is what we can see when we take a look at the satellite picture in that area. And finally, if we just take a look at the skew-tee diagram for Glasgow, here it is. You notice here, look, that the red and the blue lines are relatively close together, but notice the grey line here, look, running up to the right hand side of the red line. That's telling us that the air mass is unstable and that there are likely to be showers, which of course is exactly what we know has been occurring in Western Scotland during the course of this afternoon. So there you go, you see the weather actually does work, and without having to look at charts and without having to look at forecast cloud amounts, if we'd looked at these skew-tee forecasts from yesterday, we'd have been able to ascertain what the cloud was likely to look like across the UK, where it was going to be stable and which areas were going to be unstable and hence more prone to seeing some showers. Isn't it great when the weather actually works? Now, if you want to know more about skew-tee diagrams, then you can check out my Weather School skew-tee diagram, What You Need to Know, a video tutorial. Just click on the video here and you'll be taken directly to that tutorial for you to find out more about skew-tee diagrams and what I think you need to know about them. And we'll be adding more and more Weather School videos as well for you over the coming weeks and months. But what about the forecast? Well, this is the mean of the 500 millibar flow for the next 7 to 10 days. They've got the ECMWF on the left here, GFS on the right, and this runs from next Sunday through to Wednesday the 6th of May. What to notice from these, look, is both have got the trough out in the Atlantic Wheat Ridge across the UK. And difficult to pin the detail down in the weather from Bank Holiday weekend onwards, but it does look now as if most models settling into the idea of lower pressure to kick off the early part of May. But that's not to say high pressure won't return, but it looks as if most of the models are going into this idea of lower pressure coming in. But before we get there, we've got a week really where we're determining the weather for the coming weeks, and the weather really is sort of painting a picture at the moment. It's using us as the canvas to bring in high pressure, low pressure, troughs, lows as well, and kind of just meander them around, mix them up a little bit, and then separate them out as we get towards the end of the week, forming the weather picture through the bank holiday weekend and into next week. So that's today, and what we got today is a northwesterly flow bringing some showers north and west, as we've just seen. We had some cloud across the south, but also sunshine across many parts of the central third of the country. Monday looks to bring some showers in from the west, some more persistent rain as well, just passing its way eastwards late on Monday, mostly affecting northern areas. And it's staying pretty cool throughout as well. Tuesday, pretty breezy. We've got showers, we've got outbreaks of rain, particularly in the west. And for Wednesday, we're saying fairly unsettled, with quite a breeze blowing again from the west. Further showers, some longer spells of rain in Scotland. And I should say that some of the showers wintry in Scotland through today, through tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday as well. By Thursday, some signs of high pressure trying to build out to the west. A little area of low pressure here off towards the east, trapped in this northerly flow, bringing further showers on Thursday. But then the battle royals really starts to take place between the high to the west, low pressure down towards the southwest. And the GFS really is the more buoyant of the models in bringing in high pressure on Friday, and wanting to make the high the dominating feature across the northern two-thirds of the country, whilst to the south it tries to keep things showery. But I think what we have to say is we question that just at the moment, and how things develop once we get past the end of the week, because if we just compare the models for Saturday, so this is for the bank holiday weekend, we've got the Canadian here, we've got the GFS here, ECMWF here, and the UK Met Office here. And you notice how, look, the Canadian goes with the idea of a high across northern and eastern areas. The GFS has it actually down across most of the country. The ECMWF has a ridge in there as well, whilst the UK Met Office has a high up towards the northeast. So it seems that they're trying to start off the bank holiday weekend okay with that high in place, but then into Sunday, May the 3rd, the GFS is trying to hold on to the idea of the ridge to the east, but the Canadian has brought the low in, look, bringing more unsettled conditions, as has the ECMWF, although it does hold on to that ridge just across the far northeast of the country. And then for Bank Holiday Monday, of course, which is the 4th, the Canadian, again, trying to hold on to the ridge up towards the north. The GFS, as you see there, the more bullish of them, trying to keep the high across, look, most of England and Scotland, and perhaps the far north of Ireland, whilst keeping the far south of England in more showery conditions. And the ECMWF just makes everywhere more unsettled, with bands of rain passing their way northwards. And then by Tuesday, they're all going with the idea of the low off towards the southwest of the country, look, apart from the ECMWF, which brings it further northwards, but certainly all looking slightly more unsettled. But again, look, the GFS is the more bullish of them, trying to keep the high a little bit closer to eastern coasts. And then into the middle of next week, it's the GFS and the ECMWF, which go with the idea of a milder south to southwesterly flow across the country. Still unsettled, still with outbreaks of rain, particularly across western parts of the country, but probably drier towards the south and the east, although still some outbreaks of rain there. But the Canadian goes with a more unsettled theme, still with low pressure over the top of us, but tries to get that high going, look, again up towards the north. So there are some uncertainties for the weekend and into next week, and really that's having an impact and a bearing on the forecast and where we go with the forecast into May. At the moment, I think still difficult to try and pin down exactly how the details of this one are going to pan out, but I do think that higher pressure shows the tendency for trying to build in as we head into the middle stages of May. But of course, we'll keep you informed here at weatherweb.net right the way throughout. But if you'd like more information from weatherweb.net, we can send you an email when these videos are updated. Subscribe to us on YouTube, or you can send us an email directly to this address and we'll send you an email whenever the video is updated. So I'll leave you with that for now, but whatever you're doing, have a great day. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has been useful for you. And don't forget to come along to Weather School. We hold our one-day training courses throughout the winter and spring months, and it'd be great to see you there. So whether you're a farmer, a sailor, a pilot, or anyone with just a general interest in weather, Weather School is for you. Go and take a look at weatherschool.co.uk for more information on that. But for now, whatever you're doing, have a great day, keep the sun shining, and bye for now.